Everything going on.
You know what I'm saying? Right, if it interests you or not, like, you know.
Like that war shit?
I didn't even know that we had bombed
that
Iran
war, yeah.
until motherfucking this shit was viral.
bullshit.
I knew it was.
Trump said straight up he don't get no fuck
shit.
what they talking about. He said, hey, look, you got a couple days. I'm doing what I got. I ain't gonna tell you when I'm gonna do it, but I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like I'm like, damn, Trump, why you on it like that with them? Like
he was cursing and everything. He was pissed off.
He said, if y'all don't give up y'all nuke or stop fucking with that shit, I'm fucking with y'all. I got the bunker bombs.
I actually like that when he swore about Iran or you know just what he said. It's it's totally fucking true.
It's like, hey, look,
they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
He's like, we feel you, Trump. That's why they voted for you. We get it now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
did they actually come to an agreement? A PC? A piece of
It's like this, man.
I said a PC.
Biden and them was like Biden that shit out. Biden was waiting until he died so he didn't have to deal with that shit. He was Biden that shit out, and Trump was like, look, we need to get on this shit right away. Israel was like, look, we'll do it for you, man. We know they got this shit over there. We want to do the shit anyway. And here's our excuse to do it.
Yeah. Hey. Welcome to the Fat Boy Fabe Show. It's episode 10. We got Trey Scott at the end.
Woo-woo.
Drew's not here with us today, but we got a special guest, Dunaste, the comedian. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good,
my man. Hey, my man.
Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, let's get some round of applause.
My man, Dunaste in the house, man. Thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having me, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Little late.
That's all right. It's all right. Let's get some more applause. Yeah. Some more applause.
Same love.
They love him.
They love him.
Thank you.
So tell me more. Tell me about your comedy, man.
That's the worst fucking opening question.
I know, right? Like, I don't even know he
that is so horrible.
I'm sorry.
Tell me about your comedy. Like,
tell me about your comedy.
Hey, I'd like to put you in an impossible situation to be funny.
Or like, what do you want to know about it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did that on the radio in Cincinnati once, on the road, and you call it like you do like radio spots, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this one was a call-in one, so it really sucks. You can't see the people's face, so it's like timing and shit. Like they can't read you, right? Yeah. Well, this guy didn't matter anyway. So sometimes, usually you call in, someone answers, and they go, okay, you're going to go on the radio here in 2 minutes and blah, 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 right? This one was, you call in, I go, hello? Hello? And they go, yeah, hold on. And I'm like, okay, what? And then I hear the radio guy's voice come through. He goes, now on the phone, we've got Gabe Knows, a comedian who's at Go Bananas this week. Yeah. Hey, Gabe, you there? And I go, yep. And he goes, all right, do your stuff. I was like, what?
Like, what the fuck you want me to do, man?
You want me to do my comedy right now? He goes, yeah. Do your stuff.
So you, all buddy, right. Go.
And it's like, what? I don't do radio friend. It was the worst. My nightmare is for that thing to surface someday. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm new at this. I'm not great at this.
We about to find that shit.
I'm gonna practice with you.
It was horrible.
It's cool, man. Shit. You know, we episode 10?
10.
Yep. Yeah, man. We in the game.
We in the game, man. You know, round of applause for Fat Boy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, some niggas don't make it past episode 6.
True.
Oh yeah,
whole crew fall apart.
Seen it many times.
You know, man, 10 is a dynamic number. You know what I mean? Yep. The number of completion, you know, number of progress. You know, what I'm saying?
That.
Add one more zero. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're gonna make it there.
Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like I say, my name is comedian Dunaste. I'm originally from St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul in the house?
Yeah. I'm born and raised. I'm bilingual, bi-coastal, got a large family.
But hold on, wait. You bilingual?
I was waiting for bisexual to come on there. Just the way he was like lining it up like that.
Hey, it is probably.
I don't think that. I'm just saying, I thought, you know.
You bilingual? What a
lot of rhythm there. It was,
I speak Somali, man.
Oh, like fluently? No way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I ain't even know that.
That's a fun fact.
I ain't know that at all.
You know, all you needed to know about is like 5-6 Somali words. You know what I'm talking
about? How you get a girl?
Huh?
How you get a girl that only know how to speak Somali?
Squatting.
What's that?
Squatting.
That's a word in Somali?
Squatting.
Squatting.
Squatting. How you doing?
Oh, that's it?
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something crazier.
And then they're going to be like,
what?
And so you got to say, then normally the response is if you say, how you doing, they can say good. So, you know, you say, fion.
Yeah.
Fion.
Fion.
Yeah.
You got to say it with that. Theo.
or
You
not.
did all this to have sex with a Somali
Or
girl,
not.
huh?
I did.
Yeah, that's good. No, I
That's
respect
what I'm
it.
saying,
I speak
though,
English
bro,
and I have
the
sex
length
with
of the comedy shit. You got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got a large African population here.
We do.
man.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
You dig what I mean?
And they can be thick. I
we
see
got-
the booty.
and this is real,
Definitely
man.
thick.
You know, my
Definitely.
name Dunaste, man.
So you do nasty?
I'm Dunaste, but that comes from, you know, I got my
Dunaste.
name in a different way, and it had nothing, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
double
Yeah,
entendre.
Yes, double entendre. But then in the same hand, it's like, you know, I grew up and adapted to a whole lot of things. But as far as the African goes, bro, I probably hit damn near everything that got to do with an "and" in this motherfucker.
Hey, look.
Okay.
A Somalian, a Nigerian,
Hey, yup.
Liberian.
Hey, Liberian. He's all the Africans.
Like,
See, they
I
call me
said all the Africans.
Can man,
Sudanese,
Mexican,
everything like
African,
that, right?
Puerto
He's hitting it
Rican.
all.
You know, yeah. So, but you got to.
He hitting the tribes of Israel.
all of them. You know, they love me, man. They love me.
Hey, man,
but
no
you
wrong
got
with
to
it.
understand it. You know, it makes me understand culture and
Oh yeah,
religion,
bro.
food,
Hey.
all type of stuff. You did.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen? So I have a story I tell all the time because it was so funny to me. But I was riding in a cab, and I'm like that white guy who like has to talk to everyone. Like if you get in the cab, I'm like, "Oh, where are you from?" You know, I want to find out where they're from and all that shit. I like have real conversations with them. Well, one time I'm talking to this guy, I'm like, "This is a good dude, man. I really like this guy. He's from Somalia and all this shit." And we're talking, and suddenly, well, you guys will be shocked to hear this. A black guy was taking too long to cross the street, and this dude had to slam on the brakes, and he goes, "Dude," he starts yelling at the guy, and he called him the N-word,
Yeah.
right? And then looks at me like, "Huh, right?" Like these fucking N-word, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I hate to tell you, but from where I'm sitting, you know." But I was shocked to learn that was like a thing, that there's some black on black racism there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we had, you know, we had the Somali Americans and the African Americans had a long history, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. They like the black Jews.
in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We
you
don't
know
fuck
what
with
I'm
them.
saying?
Nah,
No, but I fuck with them.
No, I
would,
know,
but yeah.
I fuck with the Somali. I got a lot of Somali friends. I got a lot of Muslim friends. I done dated a lot of Somali women. But the thing is that 30 years ago, bro, when they came here,
Yep.
their parents was told certain things about African Americans. You know
That's
what I'm
probably
saying?
true.
That put a stain in. They say black people was
Right.
bad. They thugs. The hip hop. If they sag their pants, if they wear dreads,
Yep.
and all this stuff, right? So, and then on top of the strict Muslim religion, already, it was like a fear that they was putting into them until they came over here
And met us.
and they started living. No, they was a lot of black, like he said, black. It was some racism there. You
Right.
know what I'm saying, between the cultures and things like that,
Mhm.
because it was the misunderstanding. It was the language barrier, the being in a new
Cities,
a new culture
environment.
environment barrier. Smell barrier.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
you know, if a Somali live in your crib, the whole
Yeah.
building smell like
Well, I thought you was gonna say it. What it smell like?
Yeah.
onions.
The
some
food,
type of
the
goat.
cooking.
Think about
Yeah.
black people. We embrace everybody. If you come to the hood, we gonna embrace you, no matter what
Yeah.
what color, where you come from. If you come, we gonna embrace you. But it's been a big cultural split, between how the Somali and Somali and the blacks have. Now you see the Somalians out in the club.
Yep.
They dancing,
Kicking it.
You know what I'm saying?
Chilling.
Because it's the new generation.
Yeah.
I know females.
They becoming
Somali
niggas
females
slowly.
that-
Like they just
They
slowly.
are niggas, you
We're
know what I'm
watching the
saying?
evolution of niggas.
They are in a way,
In
but
real
they
time,
also
like-
one of the, they kind of hypocritical and a little racist.
Oh,
though.
I know.
But they're coming. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest hypocrites and racists, but they're coming around. I keep it real though. They're coming around. I ran a Somali American restaurant last year.
That's
you
what's
know
up,
what I'm
man.
saying? And
Yeah.
So over south, man.
Shout out to all my Somali homies, man. Y'all know Trey fuck with y'all. Super tough,
Can't
man.
drive
sure.
for shit.
Somali,
Y'all
shout
know
out to
that they
Somali.
can't drive for shit
Nope.
or none of that.
Somali
Dead at
women
you
though,
a turn.
Huh?
Like, you know?
Somali women though, like
He's fired.
Yes.
Always on their phone.
I've actually searched for Somali porn before,
While they're
just
driving?
from seeing them in a.
That's because that ass. You see that ass?
the curves, just the
Yeah.
curves in general are just bananas.
They just got ugly feet and hands.
Ew,
Other
really?
than
I
that,
didn't know that. I never got that far.
I just say unique. I just say they're unique because you know they kind of all they toes spread out like this. Most Somali's toes are spread out like this, got wide spread toes, and their hands is little skinny, whatever. But they pussy's fire.
I fucked a chick who was like 300 pounds worth of unique.
300 pounds.
Yeah,
worth
she
of
was that
unique?
very unique. No,
You ain't give her own show?
no, I don't know. I'm just saying. I like that he's saying it's unique.
Oh, you said her name was unique.
Well, no,
The
I don't know.
situation was unique.
I woke up on a
definitely.
toilet. Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
like-
Ooh.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
I'll just put water
Well,
all
shout out
over
to
and
my
move.
Mollies, though. I
You know
love
what I'm saying?
Waka Chalahai. Well, that's another word. Waka Chalahai.
He really speaks Somali, y'all. That's
Wow.
Chala.
Yeah.
So now you must just like
That's I love you.
slay them now because
That's I
now you
love
have that
But
in.
you only can say I love you to a female. Like you can't say Waka Chalahai to another man.
Yeah.
You gotta say Waka Chalahai to a female.
Oh, they're crazy homophobic. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they don't play, man. Even
No.
in jail,
Yeah.
they
What-
really don't play in jail.
What about with like how do Somali men greet you? You know, like let's say you go to your first cookout or something like that. You're dating a Somali girl. How do they receive you? Would you say?
You're not. Let me tell you about the Somali culture, right? And right. For one, the religion and the culture do not believe in boyfriend girlfriend type stuff, right? You
Right.
dig what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, they don't believe. So you know, the man can go out and do anything he wants to do, right?
Yeah,
But
they got it figured
But
out.
the
Yeah.
Somali female, she ain't no. You can be fucking with a Somali female for 2 years, Joe. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about doing everything a regular couple will be doing,
Right.
all that. You know what I mean? And you would never meet her family.
Because you're not Muslim.
But it's not even about being Muslim. It's just that it's not even about just being Muslim, right? It's just that they cannot have boyfriends.
Right.
Well, it gotta be strictly straight, go straight to marriage.
It's
Y'all
gotta
get
be
married,
some
yeah.
marriage shit. Yeah. You can't come around like, you know, Americans, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, or whatever the fuck. No, it's none of that. The men can go out and do whatever, but you know what I'm saying? And then it's so hard for a lot of the Somali women to even explain this to not just African American men, but just
To an
an
American.
person, because the culture is so strict, the religion is so strict, they be like, you just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And so if they fuck you, you know, a lot of them be one night stands or a little bit, or unless you kind of got some type of game that can keep them around. For
I
a little
will
bit.
definitely say I only smashed the Somali girls I hit like once or twice. It was never like a ongoing
It's never gonna be
situation.
no ongoing situation.
How many have you hit?
Me, like
Until you learn, you gotta really learn the culture
3.
and the religion.
3 for sure.
The more you learn the culture and the religion, the more you learn the women.
Can I ask some disrespectful questions?
Yeah.
I'm so
sure,
curious
for
about
sure,
this because I
for
am
sure.
attracted to them, but I've
love
never even
I
thought
love them. You gotta fuck them with their, you know, they always gonna keep the hijab and shit on. You
that was going to be one of the questions.
Oh no, I took that shit off.
You be like, take this shit off.
She was wearing a hijab when you were with her?
You
Yeah.
wave it over your head like a helicopter.
sure.
When we got back to the crib, she took that shit off.
For sure.
Titties out?
Everything.
Like, I mean, pussy titty, that's all?
Man, I'm
Do
talking
they suck
National
dick?
Geographic.
I love Somali
Jesus Christ.
women, man. It's
I'm curious.
crazy.
People want to know.
Crazy. I do, man. And then it's crazy. The more you fuck them and the more you understand about the religion and the food and everything like that.
And
the
their hair
more
is so
domesticated you. I mean, the more like, what's the name? Like, first I was going for the ones that was Americanized.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? That dressed like you.
Now you're waiting by the
now
docks.
what?
Now he looking for Hoya.
Now, like, yeah, because it's like those are the sneakiest, freakiest. Oh my god! When they be sneaking and fucking in they shit
That's
cut,
crazy.
and they be bad and with this shit, you like. And there's so much you can teach them and learn them.
Oh yeah, hell
And
yeah.
it's like it's comedy, man. You know, I like learning from different cultures and people.
Do you find them to be more adventurous, though, or less so? Like, you know, are they a little restrained, typically?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so.
Yeah, they're a little restrained. But then that's why I'm like, I don't even give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like the presentation anyway. That y'all present yourself reserved and anything like that, and y'all covered up, whatever. But y'all really a freak underneath.
Oh, they're beautiful. I think that's hot. I think it's hot to even like be unfurling that.
There'd be a lot of women like that, man. That they be them undercover freaks.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But it's the religion that really is no different than Christianity or any other thing like that. If you grew up in a strict culture or religion where they saying if you do this, this is gonna happen. You do this, boom, this is gonna happen. And then you got a strict parents and you gonna it's like
just like
you feel what I'm
choir
saying?
girls and stuff.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or one of those like
prep
one of those
girls
girls
and
from
stuff.
Pennsylvania. Where they have the little villages and shit.
Oh yeah, the Amish people.
The Amish people.
Yeah, they be fucking.
They go on Rumspringa. They go crazy.
Y'all remember Amish in the City? It was a show about it.
No Amish pussy, man. I had a lot.
I'm not going back to the tribe, man. To the commune. I ain't going back.
I haven't had no Amish pussy.
Hey, I wish I ain't gonna lie though.
I don't think they shave.
They probably don't. Okay, they probably don't.
Don't?
I know French women don't. I done been with some French women. They do not shave.
This motherfucker said that with certainty. You looked at some Amish porn.
No, they don't use electricity. They don't have electricity.
You
so
don't need electricity.
You don't need electricity to shave.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? Do it in the daylight. You know what I'm saying?
That shit must
Rub it
hurt.
on a stone.
That shit gotta hurt.
A stone
I tried to
just
shave my
chipping.
beard one time with a razor. That motherfucker started
friction.
pulling hairs out.
Yeah, I can't do that. But I'm saying, the lady
crazy.
shave normally with like what Nair or
Nair?
I mean, it was the razors. And
Now I'm curious. Now I'm gonna go look at some Amish porn later on.
I feel like you're gonna get these fucking Somali women killed or whatever. Like, where they're gonna do those honor killings because you're fucking some black guy. Like you teach them how to give head and all
They
this
gonna
shit.
stone them.
Yep. And then their family's gonna stone them because of
Somali
you.
men do not know how to fuck, man.
I thought he was gonna say fight.
That doesn't surprise me, but that's surprising because they got that big ass.
You know what I'm saying? They know how to. They do a whole lot of extra shit. But let me tell you, man. Whew. It's just like culturally thing. Like what is what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just a culture thing, and Somali men culturally is not a romantic culture. Yeah. African culture is not a romantic culture.
You don't think of no handsome Somali dude?
It's like business.
No.
Some smooth ass Somali dude with slippers on and a dress.
Narrow shoulders and a big ass.
Big ass forehead and shit.
Hairline over here.
Cool ass Somali homies that be knocking all type of bitches, bro.
Yeah, I don't believe I got some too. I
think one of your mics are off, by the way. One of the mics
is that mine?
Jesus Christ, yeah, it was yours.
My bad. But I got some.
Luckily, you talk so loud, it doesn't matter.
I heard them on both our mics.
Right, no, me too.
I got some Somali homies, man, that motherfucking they got swag in a bag, and they attract like all type of different women too. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because they actually have got flack for adapting and hanging around me. Or more African Americans and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? They gravitate like, nigga, I grew up around niggas all my life.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. When you got grow where you grow up, man. You know those white guys that be black guys that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, he just grew up with us, man.
I know a few.
Shout out to my homie Mitch, man. He been Mitch can say nigga if I don't give a damn. Like he been one of us for years. So one of my boys, Mitch. Yeah.
You're saying you weren't talking about me?
Is he white?
No, Gabe.
What color is Mitch?
Mitch is white.
Mitch is white.
White.
Okay, so can we be transparent and just open?
Yeah, we go open. This is an open space, man.
Little touchies. All right. Because which color are you? Mexican?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Okay.
Honduran, yeah.
So you Spanish? Latino. And Gabe is white.
I'm black as hell.
You black? I'm black. Right.
Or Lebanese.
And Lebanese, right? You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Why is it? Because this happened to me at a comedy show, right? And before. I'm up here doing my comedy. And it was a beautiful Asian couple and this lady in the motherfucking audience. And I was like, damn. I ain't never had no chink pussy, right?
Damn.
Right?
Maybe it's your approach, what you're saying.
No, I'm already killing.
You should have
I'm
left
already killing. No. You see how you even got a pause? Do you see how you even got paused?
Right.
You just said that you even let your white friend say the nigga word.
No, I said
but
he
then
could.
when we said, you said he could.
I don't let him.
But I'm just saying, he could and you don't.
I just trap him into
I'm just
thinking
saying,
that.
I'm pretty sure you say the N word too,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
The nigga word, right? And I'm pretty sure if Gabe's probably said it, you'd be like,
Get him.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, like, you feel me? So,
I haven't said that in weeks.
yeah. Look, see, yeah.
He said it to his
You know,
black
he
girlfriend.
might not say it fucking out in the public
nigga
or whatever
pussy
the
girl.
fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it said it. But I had it boom, boom, boom. So,
Oh shit.
case in point is that was
What are
I
you
was-
saying,
The
though?
case in point, no, the case in point is I said that and I offended the lady. You know, everybody laughed, and at the end, you know what I'm saying? She came and I'm like,
She came
why
up to you
is
after
it-
the show?
You know, yeah, she said something. She was like, I didn't like the way, you know, I didn't like that part. You know,
Yeah.
the chink part.
What did you say to her?
Huh?
Like, oh,
No,
sorry.
because that was. I was
so
like,
sorry,
man, I ain't
so
never
sorry.
had no. You know, I said, after I said,
Man, I'm just joking, y'all. I got Asian kids, man.
I
I'm just
know
fucking
you
shit.
do, though. You know what I'm saying?
I've
You
really got
wanted
Asian
some,
family.
You wanted some chink pussy. You dig what I'm
You
saying?
do?
This like they
Yeah.
want nigga dick.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's it. So
shit.
this is no this, and I understand,
Right.
and I'm not trying to draw.
No, I know what
because
you're saying.
it's bro. But when you talking about different races and how we accepted them to use the nigga word,
Right.
but when we say the derogatory word towards their
their race.
race,
Yeah.
is looked in an appall that is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mexicans say it, Asians say it,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? White people say it, you know, and everything like that. But when we say it, you know, it's looked up at as like, come on now.
Right.
That's because you guys have your own word that no one else can say. So, like, we're going, like, now you're playing on our words?
No,
Like,
I just told you. I just told you.
but I don't think
I
there's
just-
a lot of
I
white.
just-
I don't think there's a lot of people who say
I
that.
just told you. It is. It is.
At least not.
It
I mean,
is.
they say it under their breath in their car. But
No.
Look.
You'll be surprised though, Gabe. You'll be surprised, man. Like culturally, overall, like what was that? The Mexican. There was a Mexican rapper.
Mexican OT.
Mexican OT.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
did a podcast.
We was just talking about this at the
Perfect
barbershop.
thing. The Mexican OT just did a podcast, and he uses the N word, and he said, you know, yeah, and he said if it black people, he said, what's somebody gonna do about it? Because Mexican OT, I believe, has a black half brother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he grew up in the hood, and he says nigga, and we, you know.
My brother black.
You know what I mean? He's like, man, I grew up in the hood. My brother
Right.
black. Like
This
hey,
is
nigga,
what I said at the
it's my
barbershop.
struggle,
Because
right.
we were just
I
talking
don't know.
about it. Basically, I feel like there's certain subclasses of races that can say it. Mexicans, some Asians, but meaning the Lao Asians, the Cambodian Asians.
The darker
And
skin.
What?
See,
And
that's
the
that's
hood
racist.
because they're in the
discriminating.
hood. They grew up with
You're a
us.
self-hating black man.
I'm not.
I'm joking. I don't fucking know.
I might be though.
Dude.
I don't got no
I
black
might be.
kids.
Most dude,
But I just feel like the Puerto Ricans.
I've never understood. I want to say that. I have never understood why black people let Puerto Ricans say it. Never
because
understood.
they're like
They're
a
black.
subclass hood or
Puerto
race.
Ricans are black too.
Right.
no, they're ethnic.
Ethnic, right. They
They're
got a black
they
ancestor.
got African in them.
They're ethnic.
Yeah, they got black
They
in them.
got black
You know what I'm
ancestors.
saying?
Or African. I don't know if you consider black an American thing or African American. Just that. Like, do you say black? I'm black, or do you say I'm an African American?
I'm black.
I said,
All right, so
I can't
so there you go.
change it, you know
So that's what I'm
what
saying.
So, yeah,
So,
you are black.
Thank you.
so that's what I'm saying. Puerto Ricans, we got
That's why
African.
I can't switch
We got
I can't-
Spain.
Yeah, you could wear
They
white
came in-
makeup, you'd still be
Torture
black.
Right, I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
cope
They
with
came
that.
with
Puerto
kids.
Rico.
There's only
I
one
just-
way I could be.
Yeah, we're right there, and we got African. We got our
But y'all speak Spanish.
because we got
Yeah.
taken over by Spain.
Yeah,
Right.
Just like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
were slaves too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was
Yeah.
right there at the same. We was on the same boat, just different stops.
So it's like this.
It is.
Feel me?
So
Your ride
slaves
was a
can
lot
say
closer.
nigga.
And
what we
Puerto
say.
and Puerto Rico is part of United
States,
States.
yeah.
soil.
But they don't want to be. They're kind of just
They-
taking over.
They got took over.
They
Yeah.
did. They
I
did.
don't know.
But damn, I kind of want them to be though because gas was like 80 cents a fucking gallon.
Yeah, but if you go to Puerto Rico right now, you get no taxes taken out of your money.
a lot of that shit.
But if they become American, then they get their taxes taken out of their money.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't want to.
yeah, you don't want your money getting.
They don't
taxed
make a
for
lot of
taxes.
Mexicans in Puerto Rico.
That's why I love a lot of
They don't
them
make a
come.
lot.
They a lot of people live in Puerto Rico, then fly over to Miami.
Yeah, or New York,
Or somewhere
towards
like
the
that,
Northeast.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, to live. I met a lot of people like that. So,
Hey, what's another question you have?
Another question I have. Shit, I was gonna ask him like, what's So you, how long you been doing comedy? How did you even come into doing comedy? Like, did you just wake up one day and was like, yo, I want to be a comedian, or did you just like saw somebody that inspired you to become a comedian?
Man, that's the word. When I think back, it's all I always been a comedian.
Always. So you was the class clown type person.
Even further than that, I think that my life was. I think comedians is born
Okay.
too.
No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And
Born funny.
Huh?
You just born funny. Like you just got
It's just
that.
not necessarily
that funny
just
bone
been
in
born
you.
funny. It's just that the life tragedies that I was born into
Trials and tribulations.
started shaping
Into it.
into the
Stay on your mic there too, Dunaste, just so you know. It's
sorry.
like cutting out, yeah.
I just feel like my life was, I was born into situations and it started shaping me into a comedian and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes when you grow up in the hood, you know, you have to learn how to roast. You learn how to
that's true.
joke.
Or you gonna get slayed,
or
baby.
you're gonna have brothers and cousins. You know, we're gonna stay in a. You're gonna be picking on each other. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yep. True.
And so,
Can I dive in and ask him something on
Yeah,
this?
for
Like,
sure,
I mean, on
for
this
sure,
point?
for sure.
So there's a great comic named Greg Fitzsimmons who, he said this to me, and I thought this
that's
is really...
my last name, by the way.
What's that? Fitzsimmons?
Not Fitzsimmons, but Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Fitzsimmons, those were they used to own the Simmons.
Irish, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They were
Irish
owners.
slave masters.
They owned
yeah.
those back then.
Simmons.
Yeah.
He's
Fitzsimmons, nigga.
Oh, just the Simmons. She just got the tip that night.
he said that because, you know, just on its face, and this is like some comics don't like hearing this, but to me, I'm very comfortable with it. Like, it's not normal to want attention in the way that we get it, right? Like to stand up in front of a crowd and do that and all that shit. And I'd say, you know, some people say, oh, they just like to make people laugh. But in my experience, it's like, it's all for us. Like, it's for us, mostly.
Yeah.
And what his thing was, like, you have to have a hole blown through you at some point in your youth to want to fill it up that bad.
Yep.
And at first when he said it, I actually was like, I don't believe that happened to me. And I was very confused. And then
Didn't it happen?
I had I had a stutter growing up. Like a pretty bad one where I went to speech therapy, like till 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And this is in the 80s.
Yeah.
There's no anti-bullying shit. Like, I had
Hell no,
teachers
man, I'll
fucking
fuck you
imitate
up in
my
school.
stutter, right? Like, for real.
Yeah.
But
And-
what you mean?
Yeah, oh, dude. And I was like a machine gun. Like, it was not fucking good.
I'll
But,
slap you in the back of the head.
yes. Yeah, oh, for sure. If I have to see old videos of it now, it's like, just torture.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's so now I see that as just a really true thing. So what's the thing that blew a hole in you that made you, you know, and I don't mean to make that sound like a negative thing. I just, you know, I just think it's true for a lot of us. Maybe it's not for you.
What blew a hole in me?
Pause.
I was just about to say that.
Definitely pause.
I didn't want to ruin the moment though. I didn't want to ruin the
Straight
thing.
through you.
Yeah. You know. No, I'll probably say, you know, I grew up in foster care, right?
There you go.
You dig
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And so my first real traumatic incident that happened to me was I got hit in my eye, my left eye.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's why I got a lazy eye, you know.
What'd you get hit with?
I got hit with a belt buckle.
Holy
You know what I'm
fucking shit, man. That is
I got hit
insanely
with a-
brutal.
I got hit with a belt buckle, you know what I'm saying? And so this is where I say comedians is born. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I can have every reason to not like or hate so many people for so many different reasons. You dig what I'm saying? Of the pain and the things that I had that was projected onto me and happened to me, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was all in design to be able to inspire and take those incidents and those things different to help other people.
How old were you?
I first, I was about 5 or 6.
Yeah. Oh man, that's I
was like 5 or 6, right? And so you know, then growing up, I started losing strength in my my eye. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors did tell me that I was going to lose a lot of vision in that eye. You know what I'm saying? And so technically, I'm legally blind in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so throughout life growing up, I had a roast, I had a joke, but it wasn't because of this my eye. It was because like we used to dress fucked up too.
Right. Oh yeah, no, for real.
You know, we didn't have a, you know, but I was in
clothes.
There was plenty of things to fucking.
But I was in family
for,
for
right?
It's so man, my shit is just all over, man. That's why it's a long story, and you know, I'm in the process of writing a book. You feel what I'm saying, and a whole lot of extra shit. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is the initial start in trauma was probably 5 or 6 years old, and with the comedy. And then if you wanna, I mean, with the, not the comedy, but with the
like,
you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about,
man,
yeah,
absolutely, I do.
You know what I mean? With the birth of it all comes, you know what I'm saying? Because these are the things that we gotta tap into when we go on stage, some way or the other, to talk about traumatic incidents and make it funny,
exactly,
and cause so other people can heal from it, because they looking at us like, how can we get through this? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't know what,
and it's to control
the
way that people are laughing at you, in a sense, right? Like,
sure.
Like that's for me, that was huge. Like, I'm gonna get made fun. There's no fucking question. I'm gonna get made fun of. So it's like, better be ready to hit back.
Yeah. So you got to turn your weakness into your strength. And for me, it's like.
And now it's a gift.
Bitches love kissing my pupil, man. You don't talk about
kissing your pupil?
My pupil. I take my glasses off like, if bitches you
All
really
right,
love me.
And give it a little kiss. I'll try.
Kiss my pupil. And they were like,
Did you ever see people struggling to like which one to focus on?
It's like, I don't make them kiss the pinky ring. It's like, kiss the pupil, bitch.
You sound like Bill Cosby when you say that too.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? I gain power.
I think it is. I'm with you 100%.
Because that's what, it's like, this bitch love me for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%, man.
You gotta embrace yourself. That's why Fabian go by Fat Boy Fave. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah, but see,
I'm going to ride with it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? Everybody uses something against. I use the Fat Boy Fave thing.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, all right, so after you get past the Fat Boy part, what else do you have to say about the show?
Okay.
Right? Because if I may name the Fabian show, first thing people are going to say in the comments is like, you fat motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what, before you can even get there, I'm going to take that shit from you and I'm going to just call the Fat Boy Fave show. You really, what are you going to say? You don't like the way I talk?
Right.
You don't like the way I dress? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Did you ever think about having it be called the Fat Boy Stupid Fave Show too, just to just to head that off too?
Fuck you, man. How about that? The Fat Boy Stupid Show. The Fat Boy Stupid Fave.
I can't think of a way to say that you get mad at other people getting pussy, but.
Oh, man. Hey, come on, man.
Okay.
I know. I should bring that up again.
What happened?
No.
Oh, my God.
Don't get pussy around me.
We ain't talked 2 weeks since that shit
No,
happened.
he hates it. He hates
Me and Homeboy had a little discussion, which we're not gonna have.
Okay.
And then Gabe
because it's
took it another
sensitive.
way.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Not on
It was super funny.
That's funny.
That was not funny.
It was after the fact. It was after the fact.
It was not
Because I'm like
funny.
over here talking, man, I'm having a personal conversation with him. And he just, in the middle of the show, just starts
Motherfucker, we
shooting
having
at
a
me.
personal conversation on live.
Right.
No, it was like towards the end of it, though.
What, you guys were in therapy session? Right.
No, we were just talking shit, man. Well, I felt like I was being attacked by Gabe.
Which I mean,
Which you was just fucking with you.
yeah, I was just fucking with you in the lie. I thought it was funny.
It was funny. It was funny when you look back at it, but not in the moment. The moment was just like,
Oh yeah, you really got mad.
no, I wasn't really mad.
That's
I
what
was
you said.
upset. I was upset.
Okay. I was upset.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. I wasn't like,
You sound like a guy who just slapped his girlfriend. Like, no, I wasn't mad. I was just upset. Just upset.
yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you smack your girlfriend and then say, I'm just upset.
I'm just upset.
Damn.
I'm just upset. Not mad. I'm not mad.
Sorry.
Nah,
I'm just upset. For
Hell
that
no, I
second.
ain't going to
Sorry.
jail.
You just made me so
You
upset.
did this.
I
Look-
did
look
outside
what you
my
made me
race.
do
I
by
can't
getting me
slap
upset.
women.
Look what you made me
I'm
do.
going to jail. Like
This is all your fault.
that.
So, man, just to keep it going, man.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's some of the best advice you've gotten? Some of the worst advice you've gotten for comedy? Or you could, some of the
I'm
best
on-
advice you've given?
I'm okay.
You can go either way.
To keep it surface level, without getting too deep, some of the best, worst advice that I've gotten was to stay, to become a legend, a hometown legend. You gotta, stay in your city, build your name in your city, right? Get the city to fuck with you,
Okay.
the people to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Before the world mess with you. So it's kind of like, what does he call that? A double entendre or something? I don't know. Got two meanings because I agree with that, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I believe like that's some good advice and also some worse advice, because it's like you have to have a hometown following.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Before you hit the world.
Before you hit the world, man. Your city, and I feel like if you can't bring people out with no backing, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With no machine. If you can't get out there and sell a fucking ticket, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can't sell yourself, I used to sell drugs, bro.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now
Allegedly.
I sell jokes. No,
No,
that's what in them. I got a fucking
just didn't want
record.
you
This
to-
ain't. I don't sell drugs.
I got
no
cash.
More. I said I used to.
Used to,
You dig
keyword
what I'm
used
saying?
to.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Used to,
And
yeah,
then
there
we
we go.
gonna get to there as well, because you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that, I dealt with and had to overcome and battle to build this Dunaste and this brand and this dream.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when it comes to, that's the, like I say, it's both ways. They say, hey, stay in your city, build your name. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you can't bring, 50, 100 people, some just your 100 people out to your own show and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, come on now.
I feel you
Before
on
you
that.
spend the world, right?
Mhm.
And then if you stick in this bitch too long, they gonna try to, no matter where you travel and go to and the accomplishments that you achieve, such as myself, some people are still gonna look at you as a local comedian.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And so it's like, the more tangible you are to people, the more less that they will respect you.
Got you.
And they don't know Minneapolis. Anyone who says that, or
Huh?
because we don't elevate our own
I was just
image,
gonna say,
like in Minneapolis.
No,
like
we
what?
don't, bro. It's
Right.
crazy.
It's because the ones that really made it from here ain't
You have to
really
go make it
coming
somewhere
back.
else.
Exactly.
Yep, it's always coming back.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I used to
That's how
have
it is
fan
for me.
bases in other cities,
Yes.
and I'd come back here, and it felt like the most inhospitable in a way,
Right.
Like, you know.
Yeah, but it's your
Until
own
it-
people. It's your
until
own
it wasn't.
town.
It's just the
Yeah.
way Minnesota shows love. Like, even if you go to like a sporting event, the crowd is
Sucks.
never really rowdy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have,
nah,
we have like
I mean,
self-hate. We have like institutional
yeah,
self-hate.
It's not just
Yeah.
here though. 'cause
So
I'm
if you're from here, you
Massachusetts.
must be a piece of shit too.
I'm
I
from
guess.
Massachusetts, and it's the same deal over there. Because I came all the way from Massachusetts I moved to different states. I've moved to North Carolina, South Carolina, Miami, Michigan, here. You know what I'm saying? I moved around a lot.
Motherfuckers are nomads.
And motherfuckers don't. I get more support from people from different states, from here specifically. Minnesota than I do from back home.
Yeah, for
and these
sure.
motherfuckers knew me from since I was a little kid in the dirt.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But
For sure. And but Minnesota has always been that way, man, from the corporate level to the street level.
So, but
You know
how
what I'm
come?
saying?
Here's
Like
why,
we always,
my question
if
is,
you come to Minnesota and you cool
Mm.
and you ain't on no bullshit,
I think
we'll
it is.
we'll let you in and you get you some paper. No
Yes,
matter
yes,
if you
yes.
on the corporate level or the street level.
but if
You
you're
get
not
what
from
I'm
here
saying?
though, it
If
has-
you're not from here,
You can easily
you
get
can easily come here,
women want you more.
set up shop. If you
Yeah.
a dope boy, you can be from where you from? Oh,
Yeah.
you cool? You got that bag?
Yeah.
You ain't no nut. All right, boom, 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 boom. And that's how it was growing up in
Got it.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, you know what I'm
Always.
saying? But it, unless you want some bullshit. That's why we are a melting pot of like different states and cultures and gangs and religions and so
Yeah,
many
you'll
different
see
shit.
like
Real
some West
diversity,
Coast
you feel what I'm
vibes
saying?
here. We even get like some East Coast vibe.
Yeah.
People always say like, you got like an East Coast swag. I'm
We're
like, bro, I'm
normal-
not nowhere near from the
We're
East Coast.
known
But,
to
like-
get some money, bro.
Yeah, but like New York has like New York famous people, where it's like they're famous in that city. They
Man.
make big money,
Yes.
whatever. But we don't know them anywhere else. Like
Yes.
we don't
Yes.
have that here.
We don't
Yeah,
have
50
that.
Tyson.
No, we don't.
50
Never
Tyson's
have.
famous.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
homie.
yeah.
50 Tyson's famous
He-
no matter what.
He's
still
Yeah,
famous.
but yeah, he is in this way. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
people
he,
from back home know him.
he you know what I'm saying? And so like and that's what with fame, you talking about like certain things like when motherfuckers listen when they say Minnesota, what attaches and associates them to Minnesota? You know what I'm saying? And then you listening to on comic side, or a rapper side, whatever like that, you talking about 50 Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so his name is coming up in conversations regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no matter what a person's level of making it is, you dig what I'm saying? If my name can make it into a conversation
Yep.
Yeah.
amongst the who's, then I made it.
Yeah.
Because the average person wake up a nobody.
100%.
True.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They live. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how big your house is. I don't give a fuck how beautiful a family you got. You can go to work every day and all that, right? And be an average person.
True.
You dig what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
It's
if
nobody.
you die today, motherfuckers is gonna forget about you in a week.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
got, unless
You
you
dig what I'm
build
saying?
better.
And so unless you are touching the people, that's what matters. That's what legacy means to me.
Nah, facts.
That's why I got
Unless
so
you
many
touch
kids,
the
man.
people,
Facts.
touch the people, and leave a stain of you behind.
Stain.
A stain of you behind, man.
Couple stains.
You dig what I'm talking about?
You have a big stain.
A
Yep.
big stain.
Big
A
stain.
couple splashes of you behind.
Yeah.
A memorable,
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah.
That's what my goal is, man. It's just, God over anything, but it's genuine, original, authentic, and talented right there, though, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to leave a splash of you
That's a
behind.
double entendre.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
A triple.
It's triple, actually. Yeah.
Triple.
Greatest of all time. It's a quadruple, however you want to
Yeah.
say it. You know?
Endless entendre. yeah.
Endless, you know what I
Good
mean?
at that top. No, I'm sorry.
At that top.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, anything he sets his mind to, dude, just stop it there.
Oh, that was dyslexic. That was good. No.
I don't suck dick, but if I did, I'd do it
That
great.
was no, he be giving that guy.
Realize,
That's that
I
guy.
would.
He said
That's how I
good
feel.
at that top. That's that guy.
realize I can't read.
That
Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not my fault, man. Blame slavery. No, it's
You know what I'm saying? Right.
I've been bred not to read, nigga.
So yeah,
I'm-
that was the answer to that
No doubt,
question
no
right
doubt.
there, though. Fig.
How many minutes we on, Gabe?
Oh, we're good, man. 45.
45?
Oh damn.
Yeah, that was kind of fast.
We having a good time.
Shit. No, I still got one more question for you,
Okay,
though.
for sure.
Got one more question.
Yeah. What's some annoying habits you got?
Some annoying habits. It depends on the purpose. Who's been annoyed by it?
Just say if you're,
I
you ever,
mean,
like,
I
all right, so
don't-
you ever had a set where,
I don't have any annoying habits. I don't know nobody that have any annoying habits.
like, for example, like,
If I got
I like biting my
habits, I
nails.
enjoy it.
I like that habit of biting my
Like a
nails.
motherfucker that popped their gum or something. Is that what you
That's
mean?
not
Yeah,
a habit.
somebody that do
That's
that.
not my habit.
Yeah.
Or it could be anything. It could be something that you do on stage that you think is annoying, but people might not pick up. Like I like biting my nails, for example.
Okay.
Or like a ritual type of thing.
Yeah, something that you do.
Okay. Something that I do that I say a lot
That could be considered annoying.
that could consider being annoying
Like motherfuckers that say basically.
is
Basically,
you know
I
what
hate
I'm
that
saying.
shit.
It's you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's I say that a lot. I try to correct myself and kind of think a little bit before I speak.
Yeah.
A little bit bored, but when I'm flowing and I'm in a good environment and I'm on stage,
That shit was strong.
you know, I kind of like.
Okay.
Oh, can I get another little shadig dick? Right there. Right. Since you there, my friend. But yeah.
We about to be done.
Yeah, for sure. But
I don't know why the fuck I just did that.
yeah,
Oh,
Stomach
man, I
hurt?
told y'all, man. Oh.
you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just gonna get
know
we gonna
what
get
you're
into these
saying.
last little 2 topics we got.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't nothing too crazy.
Okay.
But first one what's the first one we got? Not the Tyler the Creator one. I think it's
What'd you say? I was just sitting down. I was not in the room.
yeah, what's one of the topics, not the one with
Tyler?
the Tyler the Creator
Oh,
one,
the
the
flyer?
other one.
We got this one. Hang on one second. Here it comes. Sorry, I was ready with Tyler, but now with this. Here we go. And bing.
Yeah.
What?
You soft if you let them check your receipt at the Walmart.
I just learned
That's
this.
what it is.
What you guys think about that?
What am I
I
supposed
just
to walk
learned.
past the cripple lady in the front? You know what I'm saying?
I just learned that legally they can't actually ask you to do that.
Oh, well, shit.
Like basically, you can keep it moving.
Oh, I'm going to keep
didn't know
moving
that.
now from now on then.
So because now I should probably
So who
look it
said
up
that?
before I get
So
you guys
this
landed
just a
in the
random-
fucking pen.
some-
Just a
Somebody
random
said-
post.
No,
Yeah.
random
you gotta
post?
bail
Okay.
us out, Gabe.
This is my understanding
Okay.
is that basically they deputize us as their fucking employee suddenly, right? Like now I'm checking my own groceries and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, god damn it, I gotta look it up while we're doing this. But basically that you can tell them like no, like, or you can leave your receipt and keep walking. But basically, they don't have a right to detain you. They don't have a right to do that unless it's their
Sam's Club.
unless it's their
Sam's Club or
security
Costco.
people.
Okay.
Okay,
Right,
I
but
got
like the
memberships.
lady at the door asking you to see
I
it.
got memberships.
Okay.
That's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah, but that's why. That's why, because you actually have to be a member of the store to actually.
And I'm googling it
So
right
you're part of
now.
the code. So you're really,
Yeah,
So
it's
the
like
you're really an
question-
employee because you.
pay to be part of that thing.
Right.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Mhm.
It's like a subscription.
Yeah, you paying for a subscription.
I actually
to
have
go buy some
Sam's
shit.
Club. I'm on my mother's account.
Same man.
Okay, this is what I got. This is from a Google, all right? So it says, while Walmart can ask to see your receipt as you leave, you are not legally obligated to show it unless they have probable cause to suspect you of shoplifting. If they do have reasonable suspicion, they can detain you for a reasonable amount of time to investigate. They have, but it says in most jurisdictions, you are not legally required to show your receipt to a store employee simply as a condition of leaving the premises.
Wow.
So basically, they have to say that they suspect you of committing a crime, basically.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, let's
But
see.
do you like if it's an old lady at the end and she's like, "Can I see your receipt?" Are you not gonna let her see your receipt? I'll let her see my receipt.
I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
like
care.
you're kind of an asshole to fucking not
I do.
stop every time. Right.
You know, they just doing their job, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, they're just skimming it just to, you know.
Or maybe it's someone who,
They
when you can
they
feel
got
the
a job
person's
to
just
do.
being a dick.
You know, the cameras is watching them. Their bosses is watching them.
Right.
Half of them don't even read everything on there.
Hell no.
You know
They-
what I mean?
they be
I've
looking for
been to
specific shit.
Walmart
They looking for the
on
one-
down times.
They're looking for shit that ain't in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I seen allegedly I seen people take stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they skim past it and dismiss over. But
Right.
yeah,
I'm gonna go to Walmart right after
it's-
this because I gotta grab some shit for my kids anyway.
Yeah.
You gonna
I'm
walk
gonna
past them?
try to just.
Don't let them see that though.
You see that?
That's like the type of people
yeah, I
who
stop, man.
like refuse to show, and then but they get in shit all the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like, yeah, guess what, dipshits? Because you do that kind of shit all
Every
the time.
time,
It's dickish
like,
stuff.
You're literally that guy. Like,
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like I think if you feel that Walmart employees being a cocksucker, like where they're just picking on you because
Right.
they don't like the way you look, that's when you exercise this.
I usually fake like I'm gonna start running when they go. I like
no, but that's their job though.
Hey.
You feel what I'm saying?
Especially the people that's working.
Yeah,
there, right?
out there. So, yeah.
I like the answers, guys. Like the second I said it, I'm like, I don't know, just put that info out there.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's good.
For sure.
All right, so we got that out the way. I just want to talk one more last thing.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
Is I felt kind of offended by this.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know who Tyler the Creator is.
Yeah.
He says enough with podcasters. We need electricians and teachers. Mm-hmm. But he's the same person that will tell people you can do anything you want to do, and if you want to do something, put your mind to it. He's one of those people, right?
Like what? Like we need more rappers?
No, like
we need, like I'm saying, we don't need. We got enough of everything.
If you want to do a rapper, be a rapper. Like
right.
Do whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I say, and that's what he used to be saying. Now he's switching it up with the podcast.
That's a lazy take. That's just a easy take.
Here's my deal: you could be a teacher and you could be an electrician and still do a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You really can. You really can.
Me and Fabian got real
but
jobs.
I gotta understand what context that he's taking it into. You know what I'm saying? Because
he's just saying there's too many podcasters.
Okay.
Which there kind of are, but
that
doesn't mean it's all of them. Like they're just weak ones.
Welcome to the generation where everybody got a voice, man.
Yeah.
But if that again, at the end of the day, most people was going into podcasting because of why?
Because they got something to say.
No, not because you got something to say. Everybody got something to say. It's like an opinion. They're going into it because of what? The monetization process.
Oh,
right?
but they don't know what
they're trying to.
Like.
Most people is trying. We're trying to get to a platform where we can be independent and make some bread, right? So at the end of the day, I can't hate on nobody that's trying to make some bread, right?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? No matter how it is, though. You know what I mean? So. I'm a creator. You dig?
Yep.
And so I think that it's a difference between content creators and creators of content.
Yep.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can elaborate.
I don't follow that one.
You don't.
Okay. I get what he's saying.
But I'm with you. I just don't follow
creator. A content creator is a person that watches a person that's making the content.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You can be anybody to be a content creator. I'm the one that creates the content.
Yep.
But the content creator blows up more off the creator of the content.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I can't hate on nobody that's trying to get some bread. Mm-hmm. First and foremost.
And they doing it legally.
And they doing it legally and how many or however. You dig what I'm saying? I have my little I hate to use that word, but I have my backdrop and my microphone set up or stuff like that just in my basement. You dig what I'm saying? But I did not want to I was a podcaster.
Yeah.
Because I take podcasters' job very serious. I'm not the one that do this on an everyday basis and be like tune into the woo-woo-woo, but I do like to go on live sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, with my camera set up and my microphone set up like I am podcast, because aesthetically it looks good and pleasing to the eye, and people will flick past your live and be more acceptable to tune in than me just being on live sitting in my car.
And you do have a following.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
noticed it myself, man. Like, you got a lot of people that really fuck with you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like authentic following. You dig what I'm saying? This shit's like
you got it from the mud.
From the mud. This shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm even listening to Cabe saying that he was at the Mall of America, bro. I started doing comedy in 2006 here. Mm-hmm. In St. Paul, urban comedy, right? But I'm just saying, like, Mall of America was around, but it wasn't until later on that they had even allowed urban comedians in there, and I was a part of breaking that door down. Yep. You dig what I'm saying?
I did my first ever set at one of the Taboo Tuesdays. Yeah. And ever since then,
and that's facts.
I've been doing my thing.
And you know what I'm saying? And there's so much history that's come behind that. And that was an urban comedy show. A lot of comedians, famous, locally, everything was going there and was not selling out, bro. Yep. Me and the comedians, we went there and we sold that bitch out. And now that you have today, you see a lot of urban or black comedians, you know what I'm saying, having their own night or running their own night. But it was because of, you know, them. We had to show the club and the owners back then, you know what I'm saying, that this is capable.
It's capable, man.
And it's a market here for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We throw our own shows, man. You know me, comedian Trey Scott, throw my own shows, man.
Yeah.
If you see me on somebody's shows, it's because it's love.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's the only way. Like, only way, man. Only with love. Like,
yeah. And that's what I mean. And I inspire every comedian, man, to also start, you know, producing their own shows and getting it to that part of believing in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you really would know how much you believe in yourself when you have to put the money behind it.
When you got to put your own bread, your hard-earned money.
Yeah, you know.
When you got your baby mama selling drinks in that motherfucker. Because you ain't got nobody else to sell drinks.
Yeah, all that, man.
And we ain't even together, but girl, sell these motherfucking drinks.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
so,
do it though.
You take it. I take it with grace, man, all the time. You know what I mean? Because you know we got the Where My Fans At comedy show coming up.
Oh yeah. Is
July,
this one right here?
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
July 2nd. You know what I mean? And like, for me to even get to the point where I can sell like $40 tickets or $80 tickets or even present a even $500 package, you know, to the community confidently, you know what I'm saying, is because I had a work history, consistency, grind.
Let me ask this too.
And everything to back that.
What celebrities have you worked with? Just so they know, because I know, but who else you been working with?
Well, as recent, well, I'll just take it back. I worked with Eddie Griffin. I worked with
that's my favorite comedian all time.
Yeah, I worked with D-Ray, D-Ray Davis, Lou Nell. I worked with so many comedians and superstars. I hosted a lot of rap shows like the 2 Chainz, at Myth, Boosie.
I remember that 2 Chainz show.
Yeah, I did.
Did you see Boosie last time he was in town?
No, I didn't see Boosie last time he was in town, but I hosted the first Boosie show at Club Myth, man. And when he got out of jail after he beat his case, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
that's dope.
Juicy J, I worked with Juicy J.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Juicy.
I did the We the Ones with Mike Epps, though, We the Ones comedy tour, and that was at the Armory Theater, you know what I'm saying? And man, I did the Shaq All-Star comedy. I did every theater here in St. Paul, like the Pantages, every theater. Well, I didn't do not the Fitzgerald in St. Paul, but downtown Minneapolis. But Mike Epps and Lil Duval on the We the Ones, you know, that's, you know, it's a lot of people, man. I just can't just think, you know.
That was like 10,000
but that
people
was
at that show.
that was my
That was
biggest
packed.
platform right there, though, right there, and that was at the Armory Theater February 1st. So
What happens at your shows, just to like tell people what goes on? Because it looks like it's more than just a show, or like more than just a stand-up show.
yeah,
It's cracking.
oh yeah, man, it's just fun, man. This is, you know, I haven't produced the show in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I normally just try to bring good energy, good fun, laugh, come out and be yourself. I have I have a gift of seeing. I like bringing new people to the stage too, man. I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's it's like I grew up with a different vision of what comedy was, not to be long with it. You know what I mean? I thought coming in the game that comedians, we was all one big kumbaya family. But then I
This
grew
shit
up
worse
and to
than
know
rap.
like it's just like it's worse than rap and it's some hate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It
It's
used
crazy.
to be a lot better.
It used to be a lot better back then. It used to be even stronger in the urban community, and now it's kind of like displaced. But it's grown so much with some social media being available too. And so I'm just being a pioneer though, bro, in the scene. That's I'm just happy that to see it. You dig what I'm saying? And I personalize it a little differently than most people because I sacrificed a whole lot behind the scenes for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? To happen that cost me and to be the mule, I guess you want to say.
Yeah,
You have a live DJ and hookah and stuff I'm seeing here too.
Yeah.
Like it's
THC. We illegal now.
because I
Everybody
assume
got
you're only
THC.
doing like an hour or so of comedy, hour and a half, hour or something like that.
Huh?
Because it says like 7 to 12, right?
Yeah. So 7 to 12, doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna have a opener, which is Trey Scott.
I'm
There
performing.
we go. That's what I was driving at. All right.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trey Scott's gonna be opening. You know what I'm saying, and then it's gonna be following up with Muja. You know, Muja. He is also a rapper, man, from like Minneapolis, man. He been doing real good, but he did a comedy show before and with me, and I don't know if that was his first time or what, but the guy is funny, man, and he has some. I like this set, and I'm just want to just give a mix of comedy and different styles of comedy. And also provide opportunities and space for people to come in and share their style of comedy with my fan base. You dig what I'm saying? And so then we got Elliot Vreeland. Elliot Vreeland.
I know Elliot. Yeah.
Elliot Vreeland is one of my best friends in comedy. You dig what I'm saying? And it took
He's the only white man who's as black as me.
Yes, you know.
He like John B.
And
Where you
so-
don't know if he white or
yeah,
black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So Elliot, like I say, he's one of my best friends in comedy and in real life. You dig what I'm saying? And
He's a good dude for sure. Great guy.
yeah, for sure, man. And you know, we took a lot of flack. I met Elliot at one of his first comedy shows, and I was already forming it. I already had a name in a room and was going and things like that. And I seen something in Elliot, which he already had the gift, but man, like since we got to working together, we always produced or co-produced our comedy shows, man. You know what I'm saying? And so my brother ain't did no show in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was important for me to go and tap in and get him and pull him out, you know what I'm saying, the archives, you dig what I'm saying, because he's definitely one of the ones
one of those for sure.
that definitely has been making his own lane. He's also up for Comedian of the Year
Hell yeah.
at the Tribal Right Awards this Sunday.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So over the years, you know, he definitely has paved his way in the comedy game. You know what I mean?
For sure, he's funny.
You know, he's funny and
And then you have a live DJ afterward,
yeah.
so you can actually get laid at your comedy show
Man,
afterwards.
I
Yeah,
get laid
man.
every
Yeah,
comedy
man.
show I go
You're
to.
gonna get some.
I mean,
you're
just for
gonna-
the audience to let you know, there's a comedy
gonna-
show you can get laid at.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Gabe, I know
Yeah,
you be
man.
using
Gabe,
your
I mean,
fame too,
Yeah,
man.
man. You're gonna
Are
get
you
some
kidding
pussy.
me? It's the only fucking thing
I'm
I got. It's the
sorry,
only
man.
lure I
Yeah,
got.
man. You normally get some pussy fuck around with
Every comedy
Dunaste
show.
show, man. You
When
know,
I was on tour,
the ladies
man.
love me, bro. I'm telling you, like the women love comedy. God.
Shout out
do.
to Somali ladies. I might
They
fucking
do,
come
man.
through.
They do.
Jesus,
They
yeah.
love comedy.
Yeah,
We gotta wrap
I'll
this
say,
up, guys.
yeah.
Like,
Trey, like
me and Dunaste is real life cousins.
Yes,
He my
for
first
sure.
cousin.
Yeah.
He my daddy cousin.
yeah.
So like real
Yeah.
life.
I can see it.
You know,
Look,
yeah.
he got 6 kids.
Yeah.
I got 4. It running the family.
It's running
No,
the
you'll
family.
pass him, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap this up,
All
man.
right, for sure.
Yo, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Trey. Always, my brother.
Hey, you
We
already
here.
know, man.
We gonna be here in the next couple weeks, man.
Episode 10, man. Fat
Yep.
Boy Fave Show.
Thank
man.
y'all
Thank
for having
you.
me. Come on out.
July 2nd.
Yeah,
How long did we go?
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was
We
thinking
could've.
that was just like surface level.